This is the third week in our series on vintage hockey, 108 years of NHL and hockey analytics. This series explores how the game of hockey and the way in which we measure it has changed. The NHL of the 80s and today are distinct eras marked by significant changes in the game's pace, scoring patterns, physicality, and strategic approach. The evolution of rules, equipment, and style of play has created two markedly different playing styles. Fast forward to the modern era, and scoring is more contained, with the league averaging closer to 2.83 goals per game. Defensive systems are tighter, with an emphasis on structured, zone-based play, limiting high-quality scoring chances. Despite this, top-tier players still rack up impressive point totals, though reaching the same figures of the 80s is far less common. We conducted a statistical comparison across three dimensions: basic head-to-head statistics, point production, and shots. This first table provides a comparison of several key stats between Gretzky and McDavid, averages across their first 9 years in the NHL. Overall, Gretzky holds an edge in many traditional offensive categories, while McDavid excels in modern aspects of the game like shooting and clutch goals. A single average is one thing, but a trend can tell a different story. The line chart below compares Gretzky and McDavid's average points per game. From this chart, we see that Gretzky outpaces McDavid early on, averaging about 0.37 more PPG in their rookie seasons. This shows Gretzky's immediate impact on the league. Their performance is relatively consistent for the next couple of years, but in Gretzky's fifth year, the gap widens significantly. McDavid might be considered more of a playmaker out of the two players. For example, this second line chart compares McDavid and Gretzky's average assists per game. The data reveals that McDavid demonstrates a consistent assist production throughout his first 9 seasons. While the number of goals is important, so is when you score those goals. That is, game-winning goals can indicate that players are good in clutch situations. This visualization compares the number of game-winning goals scored by McDavid and Gretzky. From this chart, you can see that McDavid dominates the first 4 seasons. His ability to step up in clutch moments early in his career is evident, with a strong advantage over Gretzky, who didn't score a game-winning goal until his 3rd season. However, from years 5 to 7, Gretzky begins to show his prowess in clutch situations, particularly in year 5, where he scores 12 game-winning goals. This represents a key period where Gretzky overtakes McDavid and demonstrates his ability to be decisive in close games. This final chart compares Connor McDavid and Wayne Gretzky's shot percentage over their first 9 seasons, along with the difference between their percentages. The chart shows that Gretzky consistently demonstrates a higher shot percentage than McDavid across all 9 seasons, indicating that he was generally more efficient at turning his shots into goals. First, Gretzky and McDavid are a part of an elite shortlist of NHL players. So no matter how you slice it, they're amazing players in their own right within the era in which they played. Second, their respective eras are different, so a head-to-head statistical comparison is only partly useful. We did it here, but a follow-on exercise would be to include other statistics within their own era. The Great One era had higher scoring. It was the time of the enforcer. Goaltending was adjusting to the changing style of play, and Gretzky had a different composition of player around him. The modern era is a faster and tighter game. All that notwithstanding, Gretzky changed the game, and his production has broken, and maintains, all sorts of records. It was a pivot in the NHL history. However, McDavid has showed he's a stronger playmaker and can score clutch game-winning goals. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and notification button. And check out datapunkhockey.com for more great hockey and hockey analytics content.